I miss this passion in life. Now I'm addicted somehow. Let me tell you what is up with your smile? It's impossible, non-counting, irresistible. When I look through your eyes, not even skies the limit. I used to be satisfied, stayed over this surface. Now I just can't get enough. You make me feel like no other. I just want everyone to see what I've discovered. And when I'm with you, I don't hunger. You lift me up, now I can see so much farther. You're the riser. You're the riser. I'm a butterfly, you has only begun. Taking me a while, take it. Had to live and cry to appreciate life and what you give us.
Look at this beautiful boy. This beautiful 15-year-old boy. Sadly missing. As of the 25th of February, 2024. What is breaking my heart and hurting me are those who are out there, not naming names, and I'm not going any creator. I have respect for all creators. Well, most, I will say. However, does anybody feel like they're helping this child? Take into consideration just one thing. If he's alive, and I pray to God he is alive, what do you think he would feel? What you have said about his parents, both parents, even his stepfather? Do you think this boy would want to come home? Because I can tell you something, as a counsellor, most children blame themselves for everything that goes wrong. It's their fault mum has no money. It's their fault they're broke. It's their fault they can't eat. It's their fault they need something. It's their fault their parents are fighting. Do you really think this boy would want to come home? And if he does, not one of you, not one, are going to be there to help this boy through everything that he has heard people say. Not one is. You will move on to the next case. Little insight. My children, I had two at the time. I now have 6 children. At that time, my youngest was 6 months and my boy was 2 years. They were taken for 6 months. And if you think, like I used to think, that, oh, that's not how you behave if your child was taken, that's not how you would do that. Why aren't you out looking for them? Why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? Your behaviour's wrong. You are so far wrong. So far wrong. Take it from a person that actually does know. I changed. I changed into a person I never thought I could be. I changed into a person that, come hell or high water, was going to find their child. I trusted nobody, not the federal police, nobody. And in saying that, I will thank them. They did help me. They did great. However, that trust I lost. And it changed me for the rest of my life. Yes, I searched high and low. Do you think anybody ever saw me break down and cry? No. So in that case, according to everybody or most people on here, I didn't have a heart or I didn't care about my children. I got news for you. It's the anger and the determination and the need to find them that stops you from having emotion. You just keep pushing through it. How dare anybody judge anybody if you have never been in that position? Do I know if they did anything to Sebastian? No, I don't, as much as you don't. But would I outright say they've done something? No, I wasn't there. This child, Sebastian, not this child, I apologise, Sebastian. Sebastian could have walked out of that house. You or I or anybody else do not know that. But to call a mother an unaliver, to say she passed him over, explain to me then how she managed to look after this child for 15 years. She waited 15 years to do what you claim she did. On top of that, I would also like to say this nonsense about Christopher. He was away working, as far as we all know. Yes, would I trust him around my children or have him look after my children? No, because I don't believe in belting any child at all. It is wrong. Talking. I believe in talking and consequences. So no. As for Seth, would I have him around my child? No. Not the way he talks. But that doesn't make them unalivers. Did they do things wrong in their parenting? My oath. It's not the way most of us, I would hope, would parent. But that doesn't equal to they got rid of him. So let's try a bit of compassion. This world was meant to change, to understand people, to empathise with people, yet it hasn't. It's become cruel, nasty and hateful. No matter what case it is, it gets blown out of proportion. Oh, they've done this and they've done that. If you all remember little Chloe here in Australia that went missing out of the tent, they hammered that mother, blaming her. Nobody believed her, and lo and behold, it wasn't her. She had nothing to do with it. Neither did the stepfather. But did anybody apologise? Do you think you can take that away from her? I was just so blessed, so blessed that my children didn't go missing when this existed, the internet. Because I don't think I would have coped. I honestly think I would have been jailed with the nonsense that would have been said. You have no idea what you are doing and who you are pushing, and what is it going to take for one of these parents who is not coping, one, from not having their child or knowing where they are, and two, people saying them kinds of things about them. You don't know what their coping mechanisms are. So do we wait until somebody else unalives themselves? And then everybody will have the audacity to say, well, I don't understand why she did it. Or she probably did it because, sorry, I knocked the mic. Or she did it because she's guilty of this. You have no idea. None, unless you have been in that situation. I have never been in a situation where I've had somebody I loved unalived by somebody else. I've been in a situation where my nephew unalived himself. I have had my kids, like I said, taken, and they were taken interstate. 24 hours, actually it was less than 24 hours. I had to drive to get them and then turn around and drive straight back. Just have no idea. Pray that Sebastian is alive. Lift him up. If he is alive and he's scared to come home, try lifting him up so that he wants to come home instead of downing his parents. Because trust me, you can't put any more guilt on them than they're putting on themselves. That is the one thing I can promise you. There is not a minute, a moment, a second that Seth or Katie do not think what they did wrong. How could they have changed it? What could they have done? What did they miss? How did they miss that? Etc., etc. No idea at all. So it's just things have to change. People have to change. The YouTube, when I started, prior to starting, I mean, I used to watch YouTube all the time. And now it's just a who can stir up rumours more and who can be more hurtful towards the case. I mean, what happens? What's going to change it? I just don't know anymore. But let's get back to Sebastian. The people that I've seen interview Katie or Seth, maybe I've missed it, but has anybody ever asked, is there a favourite outdoor place he went or he liked to go to? Oh, and the other thing I'm going to touch on, about a child making a bang in their room and not checking on them. Well, considering he answered her, she didn't need to run in there and check on him. I used to do the same thing to my kids. I'd hear a bang in their room and I knew they were up to something and I would yell out to them and they would answer me. You kind of get to know your kids, people. And I'm sure at some point you've probably done it yourself. But we seem to nitpick on every little thing. The only thing I pick on that I am against is belting a child in any way, shape or form. Consequences? Yes. Teach them respect? Yes. But I just don't know where it's going to go from here. I hope people that do these cases put more empathy in on it. Don't run with rumours. Don't blame people unless the police come out and say, yep, definitely. If I'm wrong about the parents, I'm wrong. But like I said, I don't know. But I am not willing to say that about them. Have I done it before? Yes. I have. Like all of you, I've watched stuff on the news about a case and gone, guilty. They're guilty, they did it. And yep, I've been wrong. But I haven't been on my channel for a while due to work. working 13 hours a week, a day, 6 days a week, unfortunately. However, in between time, I've spoken to victims of crime who have been tortured, accused, abused, threatened, you name it. None had their address put out, harassment that had nothing to do with it. Like I said, Chloe is the one case that comes to mind here because I remember everything about that. And at first I said to my own daughter, do you think she knows the person that took Chloe? And then I backtracked it. That didn't make me right because I should never have thought it. So, what do we do? I would hope the viewers, the subscribers, would start standing up. The other thing is too, the money that gets collected for these, and I'm not going to name any names, but creators say, give me money to drive down to Hendersonville. I'm probably crucifying the name, but give me money to drive down there and put posters up. People, don't you think people are down there putting posters up for this boy? Do you honestly believe that they're all just sitting there going, oh, there's a boy missing, big deal? But we'll waste money for a creator to drive down there and do it. Come on, people, please think. And the reason you do it is because then you can see what's going on. If you give the money to search and rescue, you don't get to see it because they do not film it. Do you know why they don't film it? Because they goddamn care. They don't care about you watching what they're doing. They don't want the parents to see a child, and I did it again, I apologise, a child unalived. Most search and rescue people, and I can promise you this, pay out of their own pocket to travel to wherever and go searching for children, adults, etc. They never say a word. You will never hear them brag about searching unless they're there and somebody sees them. Other from that, they're not on here going, oh, I'm a search and rescue person, I put posters up. No. Anybody that needs to do that, I'm sorry, you're just bragging. You need a pat on the back. You're not doing it because you care. So, if you want to give your money to anybody, give it to the search and rescue teams that tirelessly go out there and work damned hard looking for the missing, searching for the missing, and they don't stop. Not these creators that you see walk around a paddock or in a car park or get out the car on the side of the road. That's where your money's going. And like I said, I get it. I get you do it because you want to see and you feel you're helping. You're actually not. You're filling that creator's pockets, who is doing a job that Hunting Me and other people are doing down there that aren't asking you for money, and taunting at the same time. So please, stop and think what you're doing. I don't care if you hate on me for telling the truth. I'm 60 years old. I could care less what anybody thinks about me. I'm an honest, straight-up person. And things have to change. Nobody says anything nice about anybody much anymore. Nobody lifts anybody up much anymore. Women are the worst for it. We attack the women all the time instead of lifting them up. Let's try and change it, and it starts from all of us. I don't use the word hate because it is a strong word. And for you to hate anything or anyone, it will take over your life. The reason I don't use vulgar language, cuss, swear, whatever way you want to say it is, I have too much respect for myself and for the people I communicate with. Am I a goody-goody? No, far from it. Have I made mistakes in my life? My oath. I can tell you now, if I didn't have my son at the age of 16, I probably would have ended up in jail. There are certain things that have happened with my children and their father that, let's just say, a policeman saved his life. Not my child's life, my ex's life. I'm pretty straight up. Like I said, it's easier to be kind and helpful than what it is to be hurtful and hateful. These people that are going through these, my God, these crimes and these missing loved ones. I couldn't imagine standing in front of them, attacking them the way they get attacked on here. Things have to change. And like I said, unless you have been through this, don't tell me how you're going to do this or you do that or this is how you behave. Because what you think and what I thought are far from how you would actually be. Yes, some break down and hide and don't cope. Some show no emotion, like me. Because I was angry and determined, no emotion was shown to anybody until I was on my own. And then, by God, I broke down, but nobody knew it. The other thing is that, on top of that, lack of trust with anybody, even if they were trying to help me. I trusted nobody. I felt I had to do it all on my own. Police told me not to look for my children, to stay home. Do you think that's what I did? Not on your life. I banged on doors. I busted through doors. I nearly got arrested several times. That doesn't make me any better than Katie or Seth. I don't want them to do that. As I said, I'm one of the lucky ones, my children. I got back. Just try, and you actually can't. Even me saying just try for a moment of waking up and your child is not there. And then somebody turns around and says, you did it. You unalived your child. Stop and think about that for a moment. I will guarantee you, you could not put yourself in that situation. Guarantee you. Just take that moment. And then tell me how you would feel. I just, and I'm sorry I'm getting lost for words and kind of stumbling here, because I am hurt. I hurt for Sebastian. I hurt for this 15-year-old beautiful boy who loved his parents, and you have no right to tell him he didn't. Nobody has that right. I hurt for every other case that's going to be crucified like this. It's sad. And it made me think twice about, because I finish up working next month, coming back to YouTube. But I decided, yep, somebody has to be honest. Somebody has to stop victim blaming. Stop attacking the loved ones. Unless you really know and it's so blatantly obvious, like Mr. Watts, then let's stop it. Let's lift these people up, these parents. Let's help. Let's help search and rescue. Let's help the police. Excuse me. As in Summer's case and in Sebastian's case, as I've said, people making tips off of rumours and that. What a waste of time. Yet we're helping? No, we're not. I don't know anymore. I know this beautiful boy needs to come home and be with his loved ones. That I do know. I know my heart breaks to think this 15-year-old boy could be with somebody he shouldn't be with, or that he's too scared to come home. And Sebastian, if you are out there, sweetheart, your mum and dad love you so much, sweetheart, and you are wanted. Please contact them. Please. They miss you so much. Anyway, guys, anybody want to come up and have a chit-chat about it, you're more than welcome. I can drop the link if you would like. I'm happy for an open discussion. I know there's only 5 years here. If there's any questions you want to ask me, happy to answer them. Excuse me while I have a mouthful cup of tea. Would anybody like to come up? Sorry, guys. Just let me move this out. You all can hear me, can't you? God, I hope I had the mic on the whole time. I just scared myself. Sorry, guys. Everybody's silent in chat. Not a word. Nobody got anything to say? Has anybody got any thoughts on this case at all? Or opinions? And trust me, I'm not going to abuse you or yell at you. That's not me. That's not the person I am. I would just like to know what you think. Do you think things need to change? Do we need to be more respectful of these cases? What about a poll? Probably can hear my keyboard. I'm so sorry, guys. Long time since I've been on here. Are we all just hiding in the bushes? Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. In saying that, like I said, my children were gone for 6 months. Sebastian is coming up for 6 months. So don't think he can't be found alive. There's the other thing that annoys me is that, by now, no. And yes, I get what the police say. I've been told that personally. But sometimes it doesn't happen. But we go through some pictures of Sebastian. But I feel we need to change the way we approach these cases. instead of going head on and feeling we know what happened. We know what happened to this child. We know who did it. Well, my lovelies, seems nobody's going to comment or wants to have a discussion. I thank you 5 for being here. At least I've reached 5 people. Please take care of yourselves and your loved ones. Be kind to others. Remember, you're beautiful on the inside and outside. Beauty is not about looks. Beauty is about the person you are. So, my friends, loving light to each and every one of you. And I thank you all for being here. Bye, guys.